On the southeastern edge of the Urartian kingdom, far from its royal capitals, a fortress rises above the Karasu Valley. For years, this landscape remained quiet and largely overlooked. That changed through the careful fieldwork of Turkish archaeologist Omer Tanjurek. His work brought Kunin Fortress back into focus and clarified its role within the Urartian world. More recently, his discoveries have also contributed to an upcoming documentary led by Matt LaCroix, scheduled for release in 2026, introducing this remote frontier region to a wider audience. Through careful study, Omer Tanjurek showed that Kunin Fortress was built in a very strategic spot, watching over movement through the Karasu Valley. The fortress has a controlled entrance from the northwest, a three-level layout, and strong stone walls. All features that match major Urartian sites like Van Fortress, Ayanis, and Zernaki Tepe. His research makes it clear that this was not a rough or rushed fort. It was a planned state project, built to bring Urartian power to the southeastern edge of the kingdom. As Tanjurek explained, the fortress rises in step levels, each one designed to increase control and visibility. Even though Kunin is far from the capital, Urartu built it with the same careful planning and rules used at their main centers. The discoveries made by Omer Tanjurek go beyond just buildings and walls. On the western side of the fortress, he found fine pottery, polished ceramics, and large storage jars with stamps. These types of objects were usually used by elites and closely matched pottery from major Urartian centers like Ayanis and Karmir Blur. This suggests the pottery was either brought in from the center or carefully made under official control at Kunin. On the eastern side of the fortress, his most important discovery comes into view: Kunin I and Kunin II. Large rock-cut tombs carved directly into the cliff. These were not simple graves. Their layout, entrances, carved wall spaces, and ritual platforms closely matched the royal burial area at Van Fortress. By examining the buildings, stonework, and artifacts, Omer Tanjurek showed that Kunin was much more than a small border fort. His discoveries prove it was an important administrative center, combined with high-status royal tombs. This shows that Urartu did not treat this area as unimportant, but as a key part of its kingdom. Kunin still stands today because of their work, and what it tells us is clear: Urartu did not grow weaker at its borders. Through the discoveries of Omer Tanjurek, we see a kingdom that carried its authority, its architecture, and its ideology to the very edge of its world.